Welcome, welcome. Woo! Welcome back.
Welcome.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hello, hello, hello.
This is where you say welcome.
Oh yeah, welcome,
Right.
Hot Shot Secret fan.
We've got storms rolling in from the right.
Lubing right day and night.
And we're supposed to be powered by science.
That is very true.
We better be able to get two people on one train somehow.
A lot of hard work that went into this. You know, it's something that we've been chasing for a year and a half to try to get this truck in the threes.
We are live.
We are live.
Today we are talking about our newest product, Assembly Lubricant. I'm Josh Steinmetz, brand manager, along with Logan McFarland.
Hi.
And Logan's actually one of the guys that helped. You made the main development on this product, right?
Would say so, yeah.
All right. So, as always, be sure to put your questions in the comments. We will review them both on Facebook and YouTube. We'll try to answer them as we throughout the show. And at the end of the show, we're doing our weekly drawing for a prize giveaway. This week's prize is Assembly Lubricant. Very appropriate, Chad. Good job. Be sure to enter each and every week that we have a show at hotshotsecret.com/giveaway. We'd also like to know where you're watching from. So comment below, let us know where you're watching from. And as always, we're dual streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to like and share this video. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube to receive all our latest video updates. And be sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. All right, let's jump right into it, Logan. Assembly Lubricant.
What do you use it for? Assembling an engine. So mainly formulated it kind of in my free time. It wasn't a big project, and then it became a big project very quickly. So I actually had all of the competitors' assembly loops in-house already. I had run all the tests on them and had never actually considered making our own. And then, out of nowhere, we were like, we want to make an assembly loop.
Well, I think the reason for that really is we want to protect the engine from the very first startup all the way through you winning a championship. And so we have the engine oil. It's done very, very well. A lot of champion drivers running it. Works incredibly well. And we'll start at the very beginning, assembly lubricant. So that's where we got there.
Yeah, and another thing is I've heard stories about some of our sponsored racers actually using just 50-weight oil for their assembly, for their builds, and I didn't like the sound of that. So
we could do a little bit better.
Yeah, just a little bit better.
Okay. So we know kind of why we did it. What do you use an assembly lubricant for versus other things? Or why would you use it instead of, say, the 50-weight oil you just mentioned?
So 50-weight oil works great, foreign oil, but it doesn't have the cling that you're looking for an assembly lube. The main purpose for an assembly application is to make sure that the lubricant both stays on there during the initial startup process, because there's no oil in the system until it properly gets flowing, which could possibly take up to 2 minutes in the braking process.
So we want it to cling on. Any moving parts we put it onto.
Exactly. Yeah. Cam lobes, main bearings, fastener bolts, cam bolts.
Another reason for putting on the fastener bolts is to make sure we torque them properly too.
Yeah.
We don't want them to hang up because they got extra friction in there and they're not sliding on properly.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and then also color. We decided to go with Hot Shots green.
Hot Shots green. Yep.
That just helps knowing what you already applied it to. You can't over apply, but I would say just knowing that it's covered in the lubricant's good to know. And this can be used anywhere. Like I said, cam lobes, cam fastener bolts.
So it's made for all sorts of camshafts, right? Don't matter what type.
Yeah, technically roller camshafts don't need broken in. Still prefer putting it on there.
Okay. Gas, diesel, does it matter?
Not at all. Nope. High zinc levels, I decided to put a little bit extra zinc in there compared to, your normal.
Kind of like our race oil is an extreme amount for
the
application. So,
exactly.
So I think there was something that makes our product very special. We targeted, I think, on three main pillars. The first one being the clinginess.
Yep.
It's super, super tacky and clingy. The protection, which the 2,000 parts per million plus.
Yep.
And then the other thing is corrosion resistance.
Absolutely, yeah. The main thing with builds, especially for, maybe not when it comes to the sponsored race, a lot of the backyard or DIY guys, builds take a while. It could take potentially a year or more. So that engine's just sitting there with, 50 weight on it. So now we got the assembly loop.
A rating of A1 on an ASTM D130 test that was actually modified, correct?
Yeah, I had that test modified through one of the labs we work with to, I think, what was that, 24 hour? I think I modified it to 24 hours.
24 hours at 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Normal test is what?
I think it's 2 hours at 75.
Okay. So that's quite a bit longer
Yeah.
and warmer too. And what it is actually a copper. They take a copper strip
Yep.
and they apply the lubricant to it, put it in those conditions that
Yeah,
we
they
just
actually
talked
put it
about.
in salt water,
Okay.
and it sits in that bath and just cooks. So,
Okay, and we came up with the rating A1, which is basically the highest rating. And if
Yep.
you look at that online on a chart, you'll actually see it's barely changed color from the original bare
yeah,
copper.
exactly, yeah.
So it's just an insane amount of corrosion protection. So we're using it on all these internal parts. Anywhere else that we might want them at?
I'm trying to think. Just, it's going to be for the whole assembly process. Any piece or bolt that's going to be, torqued down, you're going to be using it on that. Transmissions really don't have an application for that. But, yeah, just a whole engine assembly process, bottom end to top.
Gotcha. And part of our motivation, you said this was a project that you just kind of tinkered with, and then all of a sudden became a little bit more, was the fact that Gator Fasteners
Yeah.
came to us looking to put it in their kits. So if you look on the back of the bottle, you'll actually see that we are the official assembly lubricant of Gator Fasteners, a great fastener company doing a lot of things, especially in the diesel world. We know those guys from UCC and events like that. So be looking forward to seeing our bottles soon enough in their kits. They'll start manufacturing those, and so
And
that's kind of
also,
cool.
it's very fitting.
It is.
Alligator, green alligator with the green.
It was awesome. So love to have them on board. But if you're looking for some good head fasteners and other main hardware for your engine, check out Gator Fasteners as well.
Yep.
Any other final thoughts about assembly lubricant?
No, not really. We have giveaway for it.
We have a giveaway for it. All right. Fair enough, Logan. All right. This time we're going to move into the next feature of our program. We're going to do some dealer shout-outs. So we have two of them this week. Our first one is B&R Auto and Truck Repair in Lafayette, Tennessee.
That's a hard one.
It is. And then Sterling Diesel and Off-Road in Splendora, Texas. Welcome, guys. I understand you guys are brand new dealers of the program. Thanks for being part of the Hot Shot Secret family. Looking at some questions here real quick. Got Dylan wanting to know, assuming it's ATV and side-by-side safe?
Absolutely. Yep.
And Brian says they're excited to try some of their engines, the guys from Battle Scarred Motorsports. So absolutely, guys. I'm sure we'll get some over
Yeah.
to you guys shortly as well. Speaking of that, we actually have some upcoming events. And the first one is actually a Battle Scarred Motorsport event. They are going to be at Doing Time in Juliet, which looks like it's in Indiana at the Autobahn Country Club. So they'll be up there on the 12th and 13th, which would be this weekend. Good luck to those guys up there doing their thing with Battle Scarred Motorsports and supporting our first responder and vets. Big event coming up for us the following weekend. The NTPA National Tractor Pulling Championships in Bowling Green, Ohio start next Thursday night.
That'll be a fun one.
That'll be a great, great fun one. We have a huge booth there. We'll have our film crew there getting lots of footage. We'll have some quick cuts every day of the event, and then we'll have some wrap-up stuff as well the following week. So look forward to that and cheering on all our sponsored drivers there. And it's also the final leg of the Hot Shot Secret Hot Shot Secret Challenge, not Big Rig Challenge, just Challenge. And so we'll be giving out $30,000 extra money to those NTPA competitors that's battled points throughout the season. Also, we will be, the 19th and 20th is Camcar, the Cookie Cutter Classic at Gingerman Raceway up in Michigan. And big ODSS event the following weekend, the 25th and 26th, is the 27th Shy Diesel Extravaganza over at Wagler in Lyons, Indiana. That's a great, great event. You have Show and Shine, the Outlaw Diesel Super Series Drag Racing Series, and the Pro Polling League polling all in one.
Wow.
It's
Gonna be out.
it is a great, great weekend of diesel. Couple great events coming up. Also like to remind you that we have our Motor.com awards. We've been selected as one of the possible items and invite you to vote at Motor.com on the scrolling banner at the top. Click up there and look for EDT Plus Winter Defense. We're all allowed to vote once per day, and appreciate your guys' vote as we try to become one of the top products known on Motor.com. Also, Steve Summers Overnight Drive. We invite you to check that out every night from midnight to 5 a.m. Eastern Time. It streams on Rumble, Facebook, and on the Steve Summers app as well, and his webpage. News as well on that front was have a new employee signed over there, Mindy Groves. I want to congratulate her on her move to the operations manager there. If you'd like to advertise on that show, it'd be a great chance to reach out. Just email Mindy at lubricationspecialties.com. She can get you hooked up with all the information on that as well. And lastly, before we get into a lot of other things, is some TV airings going on this weekend. We have Two Guys Garage on the 13th. That's Sunday at 10 a.m., followed up immediately by Truck U at 10:30. So go over to Motor Trend, check out those two programs. We have a diesel truck on the first one with Two Guys Garage, and then they got a, I think that says 3.6 liter. I can't quite see it from here. It must be the gas engine, small V6 gas engine as well. So, all right.
I can take over the sales part.
All right.
So looking like at Love's, we have a buy two 32 ounce EDT, and you get 800 points now until August 31st. Then at Pilot, we also have the same deal, buy two 32 ounce EDT and get 800 My Rewards plus points now until August 31st. Tractor Supply has a save $5 on the 16 ounce FR3. That's a good deal. And then save $3 on 16 ounce EDT and save $6 on 64 ounce DE. All of that ends on August 27th. So be sure to head
DE
over
or
to
Diesel Extreme.
Or Diesel Extreme.
You lab guys, always abbreviating everything on us.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good, Logan. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see what other questions we might got here. I'm sorry, my phone went on me. Let's go ahead and draw our prize winner for this week. This week, winning some assembly lubricant, it's Kyle Hansford. Kyle, if you're on here, let us know. Love to hear from you quick. If not, Chad will get a hold of you and get your information and send you some assembly lubricant to your door. How clingy is this?
Pretty clean.
Pretty clingy? Should I be wearing gloves?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's
But
all right.
You'll be all right.
Oh, that is clingy. Wow. Sticky, tacky, beautiful.
I'm not going to say the top competitor, but I definitely went after a specific competitor with this to be just clingier than them.
That's actually the first I've had it on my fingers. Probably something to note about, no FR3, right?
No FR3,
Which is
in it.
unusual for us for an
Yeah.
oil product.
Yeah, FR3 synthetic bases. We'd rather not use those in a break-in process. So this is a pure conventional product.
Okay.
You only have to worry about the zinc content and conventional base oil.
And it's made to dissolve into all the oils,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. So when it's actually in contact with oil, it will dissolve very quickly. However, if it's not in contact, it will last a long time.
So I should dip my fingers in oil next time to
Yeah,
get
probably.
rid of this. That probably wasn't my smartest move I've made on set. Chad's already making blooper reels right now in his head. TikToks?
There you go.
Ooh, that's our commercial. That right there, that's our commercial, guys. Ben, get on it. And you guys are just you guys gotta have more fun with this. Come on. Oh shoot. Josh is chiming in. He's watching from Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. Thanks, Josh, for letting us know where you're watching in at. I'm still amazed on this stuff. How long did it really take you to make this? I know you weren't serious for a while, but
In the beginning, it was sort of something to mess around with. I didn't make a very good product in the beginning, and then I actually had something to go against with competitors. I was like, I'm going to beat this. So all in all, I'd say, working through testing it on the machines, and I actually had to make up some of my own test methods in order to get the viscosity, just because of how thick it is. It's so thick. In order to compare it to some competitors, I just made my own rig. So I'd say it took me about 3 weeks.
we should have brought that rig in here for Facebook.
Yeah, it's something to look at. It's amazing.
I actually don't even know what it looks like, but anytime someone says they made their own testing rig, I think that's interesting enough that you've taken the time to do that.
It's hard to measure viscosity with something like this as well because of the tackiness.
Mm-hmm.
Usually a viscometer is gonna, the oil's gonna flow and then reach past the line, and then you get your reading from that. But because of the tackiness, it's gonna stick to the probe that you're using to read.
It sticks well.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll take the opportunity to clean my fingers. That's awesome, Logan.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Good job on this product. I'm looking forward to I don't tear apart engines a whole lot, but I might just have a reason to tear apart an engine now.
Yeah, I mean, anything that you're gonna torque heavy on aside from like lug nuts or something, I'd still use something on it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what other applications, but there might be some industrial applications. So if someone out there watching, got some tight tolerances, want something a little bit lubricant, reach out to us. We'll see if it's a good fit for you, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, industrial gearboxes are torn down all the time, so absolutely.
All right. Any other thoughts on assembly lubricant before we wrap up?
It was a fun project, and I'm glad it's a product now. So
I am too. What do you think about our new design in Adrenaline? We kind
looks
of
good.
changed it up since it's non-oil. We got our oils that we look like this, but we thought we'd change it up a little bit.
yeah, I like the label a lot. It goes really well with the green color, and obviously the gator fasteners.
I'm here, but you don't have to lie.
No, it looks good. I like it. It looks good.
All right, Logan. So till next time, guys, have a great, safe, and happy weekend out there. Enjoy some good racing and pulling action coming up soon, and we will see you back here in a couple weeks for another Facebook Live from Hot Shot Sacred.